Right then, petrol heads, buckle up. We're about to delve into a beast of a machine, the 2025 Mercedes-AMG GT63 Pro. This ain't your granddad's Merc. This thing is a four-door rocket ship disguised as a luxury saloon. It's got numbers that'd make a supercar blush. 0 to 60 miles per hour, try a mind-bending 2.7 seconds. Power, a monstrous 831 horses, all chomping at the bit. And don't even get me started on the active aero. This, my friends, is what happens when German engineering goes completely bonkers. Now, you might be thinking, another day, another super saloon, but trust me, the GT63 Pro is different. It's not just about brute force, it's about precision, it's about pushing the boundaries of what's possible, it's about making a statement. This car screams, "Get out of my way," before it even turns the key. So what are we waiting for? Let's pop the hood and see what makes this monster tick. Alright, let's talk power. The GT63 Pro packs a hybrid powertrain that's more advanced than a spaceship. We're talking a twin-turbocharged 4-litre V8 engine working in perfect harmony with an electric motor. The result? A symphony of internal combustion and electric wizardry, all orchestrated to deliver mind-blowing performance. But it's not just about power. This hybrid system is surprisingly efficient. Don't get me wrong, you won't be winning any fuel economy awards. But for a car with this much grunt, it's surprisingly kind to your wallet at the petrol station. And let's be honest, when you've got 831 horses at your disposal, fuel economy is the last thing on your mind. Now, harnessing all that power is no mean feat. That's where the GT63 Pro's lightning-fast 9-speed dual-clutch transmission comes in. This gearbox is so quick, it's practically telepathic. Shifts are instantaneous, seamless and brutal all at the same time. It's like the car can read your mind, delivering the perfect gear precisely when you need it. And of course, we can't forget about the all-wheel drive system. This thing grips the road like a scared cat on a scratching post. It puts the power down with such ferocity that you'll swear you've been launched from an aircraft carrier. This is a car that inspires confidence, even at speeds that would make your grandmother faint. Now, a car can have all the power in the world, but without a chassis and suspension to match, it's just a recipe for disaster. Thankfully, the GT63 Pro is no one-trick pony. It's built on a super stiff chassis that's more rigid than a diamond. This thing corners flatter than a pancake on a griddle. And then there's the suspension. We're talking about a state-of-the-art adaptive system that adjusts to your driving style faster than you can say apex. It soaks up bumps like a sponge, yet remains firm enough to give you the feedback you need to push the car to its limits. This, my friends, is what driving Nirvana feels like. Now let's talk about something truly cool. Active aerodynamics. This isn't just some fancy marketing jargon. The GT63 Pro's bodywork is constantly adapting to the driving conditions, like a chameleon changing its colors. At high speeds, a rear spoiler extends to provide downforce, keeping the car glued to the road. It's like having an invisible hand pushing you down onto the tarmac. And when you're cruising around town, the aero elements retract, reducing drag and improving efficiency. It's the best of both worlds. Maximum downforce when you need it, and slippery efficiency when you don't. It's like having your cake and eating it too, but with less sugar and more horsepower. Now let's step inside the cockpit. The GT63 Pro's interior is a masterpiece of luxury and technology. Think buttery soft leather, handcrafted stitching, and enough screens to rival a NASA control room. The seats are like being hugged by a giant, comfy bear, but with more lumbar support. And the tech? Don't even get me started. We're talking about a massive touchscreen infotainment system, a head-up display that projects vital information onto the windshield, and enough driver assistance features to make you think you're in a self-driving car. It's a technological tour de force, but thankfully it's all presented in a way that's intuitive and easy to use. Right, enough with the tech talk. Let's get down to what really matters, the driving experience. Put simply, the GT63 Pro is an absolute riot to drive. It's brutally fast, incredibly agile, and surprisingly comfortable for a car with this much performance potential. It's the kind of car that makes you want to find the nearest tunnel and just unleash the beast. So how does it stack up against the competition? Well, let's just say that the Porsche Panamera and the BMW M8 competition better watch their backs. The GT63 Pro is in a league of its own, offering a unique blend of performance, luxury and technology that's hard to beat. The 2025 Mercedes-AMG GT63 Pro isn't just another car. It's a statement. It's a testament to what's possible when you combine cutting-edge technology with good old-fashioned engineering know-how. This is a car that will be talked about for years to come, a car that redefines what it means to be a high-performance luxury saloon. This is a car that pushes the boundaries, a car that makes you question everything you thought you knew about cars. It's a car that makes you feel alive. So there you have it, folks, the 2025 Mercedes-AMG GT63 Pro. It's fast, it's luxurious, it's technologically advanced, and it's guaranteed to put a smile on your face. What more could you possibly want? Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a date with a certain German beast, and trust me, it's going to be a wild ride.